Hey guys, so I'm just here in my car. It is a rainy day here in South Carolina. I didn't realize it until I went outside and I'm like, oh, so that's what's happening today while I had planned to go get groceries. So far, instead of groceries, I went to the post office and I mailed out one of my packages. And I just figured, because the lighting is probably pretty good because it's rainy and I don't really have anywhere I have to be right now, that maybe I should just make a little car vlog video of something I was thinking about on the way to the post office. So as some of you may know that have been following my channel, I recently put in my 2-week notice to my job. I've been working in the veterinary field as a kennel attendant. It's one of those jobs that kind of sounds fun, kind of sounds more like it would be a low-wage position, which that's true right there. But it's also like a very important position, things that we do, and it's hard to step away from it. It's hard to step away from it, especially when you have a team you care about and you've worked with the animals for a long time. But I just have hit a place where I feel like I'm in my mid-30s and it's not where I want to go anymore. It's not a career path that I want to pursue. And financially, it's not something that I could I could live off of in the long run, unfortunately. So, you know, it is what it is with that. And I've been doing a lot of job searching and seeing what places are paying in my area. How are places paying in your area? Like, do you feel like if you worked full-time, you could moderately support yourself off of, like, you know, maybe you wouldn't be doing great, but do you feel like it's enough to just get basic stuff like food and rent and gas? I mean, and car insurance? Those are pretty basic, you know, car payments, things that you have to have. And what places around here are paying, especially for the kind of work that it is, and the fact that a lot of the places want you to give Monday through Sunday availability of your life, and they don't offer medical insurance or 401ks or benefits of any kind. Doesn't that sound amazing? Like, sign me up right now. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, it's very much so almost the least you can get for the most work you will give. And because you have to output so much and you receive so little, I feel like that's why a lot of like our cups are just so dry. Like, they're not even half full or half empty. You know, something my friend has said is like, he had dust in his cup. It was so dry. And I'm like, I understand that. And I just want to be able to work a position in which I feel like I can be myself, I can be authentic, and that's kind of what I'm going to go into this video being about. But I am like trying to look into a variety of different positions and apply. But the struggle is on Indeed right now. If you sign up for Indeed, I think I have an account on there, you upload your resume and then you can just click through jobs and just send the resume straight to them. It's really, really easy. But what's interesting is you can also look and see under your jobs that you've applied to how many people have also applied to that same job. And I'm finding that between 150 and 300 people are applying to each of these positions I've submitted my resume to. And so I'm like, no wonder no one's calling me back. You know what I mean? Like, no wonder. So that in and of itself, you know, can feel defeating. But where I'm going with this video is that I'm just kind of getting to a place where I need to ask myself, should I dream differently? Is it realistic anymore in this economy for me to say that I wish I had my own apartment? I wish I could afford that. I wish, you know, that I could get a different car, one in better condition that's going to last me even longer. I wish I had a job in which I could travel with it. I had more freedom. you know, there's a lot of different, I guess, goals that I've had that I feel like I have been working towards or trying to tooth and nail for a long time. And no matter what I do, I feel like I don't qualify for making the wage I would need to find the housing in my area. And I do live in Charleston, South Carolina. So, you know, a lot of people may be like, oh, well, you know, just move to a different area. Well, you know, I respect the advice. I do. I've done a tremendous amount of moving around and changing in my life. I really have. I am going through my second divorce. I have moved back to Charleston. I was in North Carolina. I used to live in Virginia. I think I've lived so many different places, you guys. But moving in and of itself is very expensive. And also you have to reestablish yourself. And you have to find new jobs, new friends. Sometimes get connected, you know, with a different church if your church doesn't have a branch there. And all that takes a lot of money to be able to just pick up and move. I mean, even if you're moving to a cheaper place, it's kind of like, what's the plan? I mean, these days, do you have a trailer you can put behind your car and pull it? I hope so, because unless you want to go to a hotel, you can't just pull up and get an apartment for, I feel like, less than $1,000 almost these days a month. Not many people have that right now. So, and it does help if you have a partner, you have a family member, something like that to help you afford stuff. There's all of that. And so I'm just wondering if I just need to figure out, sit down, get more organized, get more goal oriented, like go get an organizer and just really think through my life and try different things, like try different things I haven't tried before. I thought about doing a Google certificate program for digital marketing. It's kind of something I've been interested in. I've always just kind of been afraid or not really understood about the career field. Also, cybersecurity is another thing that somebody's been telling me about lately, and I've been thinking about potentially seeing what that was about. So, might try one of those Google certificates. I do think I kind of need to shelf the housing idea. I mean, this video, guys, is not about me trying to say, you know, shoot down your dreams or like don't go for something you really want. But I do think it's really, really important to be realistic and not to strive so hard towards something if it's not obtainable right now. Maybe it's an economy thing. Maybe it's your job thing, your income. You can't get blood from a rock. You know what I mean? And so basically what I'm saying is if I worked a full-time job, 40 hours a week, for a position that was under $20 an hour in my area, you couldn't afford an apartment. I mean, maybe if you worked two 40-hour-a-week jobs, like 80 hours a week, you could afford an apartment with electricity and water and just basic bills, and who knows if you'd have money for groceries, probably not with that income. So it is what it is, you know, it is what it is. And I do have housing now, and I am staying with somebody I really care about, and I'm very thankful for that. You guys, I am so thankful for that. But there's just something nice about being able to be independent and having that drive and that goal and pushing yourself and being like, if I work hard enough, I can do this by myself. I can afford food. I can afford somewhere to live. And just having it over and over and over prove itself to not be true. You know, you work yourself into the ground and you're so tired. You're so tired when you get out of work. You can't even think to write down goals, much less try to meet them. I try to like organize stuff or write down things I had accomplished, and then I'd forget for like 2 weeks to write anything else down. Be so tired. And then a lot of times with these jobs, or some jobs, they require a lot of stuff they don't cover. So the job that I was currently at, or I am currently at until next Friday, they did not cover scrubs. And we got like one pair of scrubs a year or something like that for free. I bought so many scrubs at Walmart. I was always bleaching my scrubs. Huge expense, like $20 to $25 per top and bottom. And so that's like $40, $50 every time you need a set of scrubs. That went towards like, I spent a lot of money on just outfits to go to work in. Also spent a lot of money on like dry shampoo because I was too tired half the time to take a shower. And so, you know, that dry shampoo works miracles. Like, I never used it until I took this last job, and it dry out your hair, I feel like, but it sure work when you need clean hair, and it's not clean. So there's that. Not sponsored, you know. So I spent money on that. I spent money on lunches to bring to work, on coffee. Oh my goodness, the coffee I would drink just to try to calm myself down enough to be able to go into that job. You know, people are like, oh, budget your money, you know, that'll help you. And I did try that, and I still stand by using cash, using cash instead of a debit card. But, you know, it's really hard to budget money when you're spending money on all these basic things and you have no money like left over to really put anywhere else or save it. So there's that. You know what, like, maybe it's like raining outside, and just like one of these days where I don't feel like getting groceries, I don't feel like doing it. I probably need to do it. It's 4:32. I might drive over to Barnes and Noble though and see what they have for organizers, and just bring my camera with me. Like, would you guys like to do that and just see what they're offering, see how much they are, and maybe pick up an organizer to try to reinvent dreaming? Does that make sense? Reinvent my mission, where I'm hoping to go, where I want to be in 10 years. Maybe just day to day, like stuff I could check off the list. There's certain kind of planner layouts I don't like. Those that are too chaotic, that ask you a ton of questions. It's like, you know, I know drinking water is really good for you, but I really don't want to have to write down every day how many cups of water I drank. Like, I know for some people that's good. It's just not what I'm looking for in a planner. I like minimalistic type stuff, very clear, a planner that's larger, that's pretty, and has a lot of space to like write in and stuff. So let's go do that. Let's go do that. I'm feeling that. And maybe get Starbucks while we're there. Like, I just talking about coffee and spending money on coffee, and like, here we go. Back to get some more. But anyway, guys, let me film in there, and I hope you enjoy this next little part of it, and maybe we can find a planner to get organized and to kind of reset where at least I want to be right now in life. And maybe it'll inspire you to look into getting a planner as well.
You say take me on a treasure hunt. I long for something new. Have you heard the fairies when they sing and dance? Oh, I wish it was me every night. When I close my eyes, I see trust you when you say that beauty lives in me too. Later it comes later, dear, for many of us. Promise you that we learn through the wrongs, and even the rough can be sweet. Just close your eyes and know beauty lives in me. I know I don't yet know it, so I trust you when you say that beauty lives in me too. It's gonna take some time to get there. I don't care, I'm in for the fight. trust you when you say that beauty lives in me too. Beauty lives in me. I know I don't yet know it, so I trust you when you say that beauty lives in me too.
If I could hear my father's voice, he would tell me to move on. He would say I'll be just fine. Yeah, he would tell me we have time, time to laugh and time to heal. Our favorite song is on repeat, drinking wine until the dawn, knowing soon we'll be back home. Ooh, I'm thinking about you. Ooh, I'm wishing that you knew. That I'm thinking about you. I see that smile on your face. You told me about the hidden place, something in the atmosphere. You're always here, you always here. Time to laugh and time to heal. My favorite song is on repeat, drinking wine until the dawn, knowing soon we'll be back home. Ooh, I'm thinking about you. And I'm wishing that you knew.
Okay, y'all, I think I'm gonna get this one, 52 list planner. I love that it starts on any day, like you can put your date in it. As you can see, the tabs don't have days of the month. It has beautiful pictures in it, but what I love most is the lists concept. It puts your priorities for the day, and then it has other lists you can make for the day. And also, I think it also asks you some questions. Let's see. Yeah, it asks you some questions down here. It says, today I'm grateful for, and I will make tomorrow 1% better by. I love that. That's just enough questions. It's not like too many, you know what I mean? It looks like there's some tracking, reflecting back this week I feel most proud of, professional education. My favorite thing that happened this week was overall mood, but it seems like the majority of this is made up of lists, and it's just very minimalistic. It doesn't have tons of different things you have to do. Look at that picture, that's gorgeous. So I'm happy with this for $30. I'm looking for something to inspire me that I'll actually use, so I'm gonna pick this one up. I also love that it comes in plastic. That's really nice, so it doesn't like have any defects or torn pages or anything like that. So really cool for $30. I think that's a beautiful planner, and hopefully this will help me get organized. I also love that these books are promoting like self-care and inspiration. Be brave, self-care. I mean, $8, that's not bad, and has a lot of like motivational type stuff in there. I think people need this right now. I really do. The journal to reclaim your rest and rejuvenation. My goodness, I don't know a person that doesn't need this right now. Success. It has like a tracker in there, so that's really cool if you're that organized. I'd get this and it would sit there, but if you like to make schedules and here I say this and I'm getting this, but hopefully I'll do this one. Look at this book, like look how pretty. Celestial watercolor, learn to paint. I mean, I love stuff with stars. Look at that. I bet that would be like really inspirational for somebody who paints a lot. Coming up here with giving my notice, maybe I'll have some more time to paint. I'll come back and get this. Oh my gosh, did you see the cat? Where did the cat go? There's a cat. I saw a cat, and then I saw something else I want to turn back to. Look at her. Oh my gosh, that's everything right there. And then let's see. Isn't that a cool concept, guys, to paint in like a clock face? Look at that. Yeah, I probably need this book, but I have a lot of books. I have a lot of books. How much is this? $5. Oh my gosh. Stop it. ever get in your car and before you can even shut the door, some kind of like exotic bug flies in your car? Like, I just kept going, what the fuck is that? It was like a mosquito, but it was like red looking and it had some like black and white stripe stuff on it. I don't know, maybe I'm like making up a Dr. Seuss character, but like I was like, what is that? It was small, but I couldn't bring myself to like kill him. So I just kept staring at him going like, go out. But he did not. He sat on my AC for a minute and finally I just like, I don't know, like got the courage to like swoop him in my hand and fling him out the window, and he did fly off. So he made it. I'm not sure if I did, but he did. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed going by Barnes & Noble with me today and looking at all the planners. There was a lot of planners. There was, oh gosh, I don't even know what's happening right now with my hair. There was a lot of things that like I didn't think were going to be useful to me though. When I was looking at the planners, not many of them looked different from the other ones. It was one thing that I noticed. Some didn't have much space to write in. Some did have a couple like goal questions, but I was looking for one with lists and I finally found one, but it was not in that planner section. So in the like middle of Barnes & Noble, they had like a lot of planners displayed for next year. And then I went to the actual like planner banner section with the shelf where the old planners used to be. And they did have a couple still there. I'm not sure if they were like any later dated back than the newer ones, because the newer ones started in mainly August or September, and we're still like in June. So I need it now. I saw the list one and I realized you don't have to put dates in it. I know I explained all that already, and I thought that was very appealing. I thought it was pretty, colorful, it felt inspirational. I felt like I wanted to use it. Some of the other ones, not many of them offered stickers, which was kind of a bummer. I know I'm kind of a big kid. I like stickers and to decorate stuff. The ones that did offer stickers, some of them were kind of like vulgar stickers, which I can get down all day long with some vulgar stickers. I really can. The problem is that I really am looking for a motivational type of organization goal type calendar, as opposed to like a realistic one with where my life is right now. And so like that Carpe Diem one, I was like, oh, I'm feeling that in my soul. I am feeling it. I wanted those stickers with a middle finger stuck up, I ain't gonna lie to you. But I just didn't think that's what I was looking for the purpose I needed it for. So we did leave that behind. I also noticed the planners were pretty expensive, y'all. Like $24.99 to around, I think like $38 was what I was seeing. I feel like, is that higher, or have they always like been that high? I could be wrong, like, but it seemed higher than last year. So anyway, the one I did pick out was $30. It was in plastic and I really, really want to use it. So I did pay up for it. I asked about the return policy just to make sure in case I saw one at Walmart or something, but I think that one's going to do well for me. So if y'all would like videos on me doing my planner, I have never made planner videos ever. I start planners, I don't really finish them. Rarely. I definitely don't make videos on them, but I was watching the other day, I think it was an ASMR video of somebody doing their planner, and it was really relaxing. And I know I struggle with anxiety, I struggle with talking fast, talking loud, not taking a break, eating quickly. I struggle with all of that. So I'm kind of hoping that maybe this could be something I do, like a routine, possibly maybe at night. I can incorporate that in with just like lighting a candle and getting my bed all comfortable and lying there with my books and pulling my planner out and kind of going through maybe what I want to do the next day or what my goals are for the week. That's pretty much what I'm looking for with that. So, and just trying to dream a little bit with it, trying to open my mind, write down ideas I have, just things to bring my anxiety down. My anxiety is so high because of several reasons. I have worked in an emergency medical environment for the past year. If that don't get your heart racing, like, I don't know what will. I mean, working around euthanasias, working around, you know, you're walking into work, you never know what kind of, I'm feeling like a bug bit me. I'm wondering if that exotic thing, like, nipped me on its way out the window. I totally just started talking about something completely random when I started talking again, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not even the last thing I was talking about. I'm sure that goes along with anxiety too. I think what I was telling y'all was that I have been working in a medical environment, and do y'all hear the adrenaline just pumping through me? I have a hard time turning it off when I'm not there. It's just very, very fast paced. You don't sit down. You do like a lot of manual labor. You see all kinds of animals come in that need treatment. You see emergency situations. And that's another reason that I really did have to put in my 2-week notice, because for my mental health's sake, I feel like I'm about to combust. Like, I really do. Like, some people can handle this so much better. Nurses, a lot of nurses have it in them, in their blood, to be able to be patient and breathe and just not let this affect them. Me, on the other hand, I'm an empath. I internalize everything. I feel your energy before you come near me. If you are crying, I literally want to start crying with you, because I can sense and feel your sadness in my soul. So that's been a really tough environment for me to work in, just being made the way I'm made. I mean, you really can't change it, you know what I mean? Some of us have strengths, and not that being an empath is not a strength. I really think it's an amazing strength. I think you're a rarity if you're an empath, and I think you can change the world if you're an empath. But it also, I know, is a weakness that works against us in certain fields, because we cannot handle the amount of bullshit that a lot of people can handle, because we want to fix it, we want to comfort it, we want to carry it, we want to save it, and a lot of times it is completely out of our control to do that, and it depletes us because we think about it and we take it home with us. So anyway, I need to drink more coffee. But thanks you guys for coming along with me. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Leave me a thumbs up. I'm trying to build my channel back up. I know I have not been here for a while. I am sorry for that. I wish I had. I've just been through a lot, and so now I'm just trying to kind of rebuild, and that's okay, because we all hit places in our lives where that needs to happen. So if you want to shoot me a message or find me on Instagram or check out my eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, or Etsy shops, I will list those links down below for you. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for supporting, following, and loving me through everything, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.